Jaden,
What's up? It's Mikey.
and this is All Day Sports Talk. Come back to you guys on the video. This is the top 15 wide receivers going into the 2017-18 season. And by the way, this list is not based on skill or talent. It is based on performance into the season, which factors of quarterbacks, offensive lines, just overall team can affect. All
And
right, what?
our predictions.
Yeah. All right, so let's start off. Who's your number 15?
Our number 15 is Demarius Thomas.
Demarius Thomas. Funny, I actually have him in the same spot. What do you think about him this year?
I always like Demarius Thomas. I just think I would have him higher, but I'm not a fan of Trevor Siemian, and I just think without a quarterback, he's not gonna perform as well. But I still have him being a top 15 receiver.
Yeah, I agree. Last season, he wasn't bad, wasn't amazing though. A down year for him because he used to be, insane. But he'll still be in the top 15, I think. So what about your 14?
Number 14 is a new signing for the Patriots. I got Brandon Cooks at 14.
Brandon Cooks?
Brandon Cooks.
Is that a little biased because of the Saints or no?
No, I'm not a fan of him anymore. I mean, I always like Brandon Cooks. Deep playability, great player, has tremendous speed, but I mean, I'm kind of mad that he's going to get a ring this year, in my opinion.
I can respect that. He's a good player. He's got insane speed. I mean, he's still young too, and with Brady at the helm, he can make anyone insane. My 14 though is actually he had a breakout year last year. Terrell Pryor, and my reasoning for this is because he is the only good receiver on his team besides Jamison Crowder, but he'll still be the number one. And I think Kirk Cousins is going to have a good year this year, and I think Terrell Pryor will be a big reason of that.
All right.
So who do you got in 13?
13, I got a bit of a surprise maybe, but I got Stephon Diggs. Kind of had a breakout year last year. I really like him. I watched him a lot last year. I think he's a fantastic player. Has tremendous ability to make big plays. He has great hands. I think I see him doing amazing this year.
I can see that. He's a great player. I don't have him on my list, but he is not far off it. Probably in the 16 or 17 range. My 13 is veteran on the Cowboys, Dez Bryant. I think Dak will get better. You got Zeke. Not really any big receiver threats besides Dez on the team. I think could be pretty good.
For number 12, going into the season, he didn't play last year, but I have Keenan Allen going at 12.
Ooh.
With Phillip Rivers, he's always been great. I think he has an insane ability, and he won't get double covered anymore with the addition of Mike Williams in the draft. If Mike Williams ends up being good, that'll be a deadly combo.
Yeah, I can see that. I mean, he was supposed to be very good last year, and then just a heartbreaker at the first game when he tore his ACL. My 12 is number 1 on the Jaguars, Pro Bowler last season, Allen Robinson. You probably have him high on your list, but I just not really much to say. He's a great receiver. Bortles will probably bring him down a bit, but with that talent, he'll be in the top 15.
Number 11, I have number 1 receiver, great in PPR fantasy leagues. I have Jarvis Landry.
Oh, I do not agree with that. Jarvis Landry. You're right. He's greater at receptions, and you get the stats up. But Tannehill, I'm not that big on, and I don't see it. He's not really a deep threat. He's got good hands, but I don't know.
He had 1,100 yards last year. What do you mean he's not good?
Yeah, but he was. Who else was good on his team? What other receiver was even close to that?
Amari Cooper had 1,100 yards, and he had Michael Crabtree next to him.
Yeah, but Amari Cooper's better than him.
Agree to disagree.
For Jarvis?
Yeah,
Hell no, disagree. He's not even on my list.
because your list is bad.
No, I think your list is bad.
I don't think you have good. I don't think you know football.
No, I think you're like Trodone. Okay, so moving on to number 10. I've got Amari Cooper. I like Derek Carr. Amari Cooper's a beast. I mean, deep threat, short threat, screen pass, speed, anything.
Number 10, I've got my boy DeAndre Hopkins.
Okay, I respect
If
that.
DeAndre ends up being good this year, that'll be a great player.
I would put him a little higher up the list, but yeah, I respect that.
All right.
Who's your number 9?
Number 9, I have Alshon Jeffrey. Number 9.
Alshon? Yeah,
I see him being good in Philly. I don't know why. I have a weird feeling he'll have a great year.
do you like Carson Wentz?
I like Carson Wentz. I'm a big fan.
I agree. My 9 is he had a breakout season this year on the Seahawks. Doug Baldwin. Honestly, my main reason for that, you got Russell Wilson. And you got a pretty good talent with Doug Baldwin. That's gonna make for a great season. Who's your number 8?
Number 8, I have Amari Cooper at number 8.
Okay. My 8 is Jordy Nelson. I mean, Aaron Rodgers, Packers. Look what happened this season. I mean, I just see a repeat.
Number 7, I have my favorite receiver in the NFL by far. Breakout season, rookie year, just bounce back, even have more yards, more touchdowns, more receptions. Michael Thomas. With Drew Brees running the helm, he's bound for great things to happen to him. He's a fantastic player, has great ability on catching, speed, route running, everything.
I completely agree. He is the complete package. He is just a monster. My number 7 is AJ Green, and the reason I have him so low on the list, as some people might have him higher, the injury. He got injured at the end of last season. Didn't he had surgery, right?
I'm not sure.
Well, I mean, he definitely got hurt, so I don't know. And then with John Ross coming in, maybe he could be good. Take away some of the numbers from AJ Green. I don't know. I'll keep him at 7.
Number 6, I have T.Y. Hilton.
Okay.
Him and Andrew Luck are a deadly combo. With the speed, dude, it's just
Okay. My 6 is who your number 7 was, Michael Thomas. Honestly, just exactly what you said. You got Drew Brees. This is his second year. I don't think the sophomore slump will affect him at all. I mean, and especially with Brandon Cooks leaving, that Drew Brees, Michael Thomas, AP now. That's a scary offense. Who's your 5?
Number 5, I have Mike Evans.
Mike Evans, okay.
Fantastic player, huge part of the Tampa Bay offense. Tampa Bay, I think, could make the playoffs this year.
I agree.
Massive part in that offense.
Yeah. My 5 is T.Y. Hilton, and my only reasoning for this is, yes, he should be in the top 10, but my reasoning for so high is you got Andrew Luck, and there's not really anyone else. I mean, Philip Dorsett, you've got not really a good running game. I don't know, T.Y. Hilton, I see having another great year like he did this year.
All right, my number 4, I have Jordy Nelson.
Ooh, at 4.
Every year, I have him and Aaron Rodgers being one of the most deadliest combos in the NFL every year, and I think he'll keep that going. Even coming off a torn ACL from last year, this year is one of the best performances out of all wide receivers. And I think he'll keep that going. Didn't he have like 14 touchdowns this year?
Yeah, didn't he led the league, right?
Yeah, he led the league.
I mean, there's something about him. Rodgers, Nelson, it's something scary. My number 4 is DeAndre Hopkins.
Wow.
I'm sorry. I read the wrong thing. Mike Evans, my bad. I read the wrong thing. I think he had a great season last season. I think Deshaun Jackson will actually help Mike Evans. Most cases it won't when you add a receiver, but I think it will because it will take the safeties deep to guard Jackson. And I think Evans will just destroy cornerbacks this year. And Jameis Winston will get better. I love Mike Evans this year.
Number 3, I have someone who can easily be number 1 on anybody's. But my top 3 are all, in my opinion, the best receivers in the league right now. At 3, I have Julio Jones.
Julio at 3.
The only reason I have him at 3 and not 1 is because I think Odell and Antonio Brown have more playmaking ability than Julio Jones. I think they can just do more things in offense than he can.
Have you seen his highlights?
Yeah, everybody looks good in highlights.
Yeah, but have you? I mean, his play. Remember that game against Carolina, that slant route, the stiff arm.
Remember Odell's game against the Ravens? Yeah.
You know what, man? Shut up. My number 3. Now, no credit taken away from him. All 3 guys are insane, and they all could arguably number 1. My only reason for this player, Odell Beckham Jr., being number 3, is with the addition of Brandon Marshall.
What does he do with Odell Beckham Jr.?
What?
What does Brandon Marshall do with Odell Beckham Jr.?
What does he do?
What does he have to do with Odell's production? All he can do is...
Yeah, when you add, Brandon Marshall's a star receiver too. He's probably top 20. So, this whole season Odell was the main guy, but now you've got an easy number 1 on some teams. Adding with Odell, that could take away numbers and just...
That could also take away defenders instead of Odell getting double teamed.
It could. I don't think he'll have a bad season. He'll have an insane season. He'll probably over 1,400 yards, but I just see Antonio and Julio having a better season than him.
My number 2, I have Antonio Brown. He can easily be number 1. Just the thing is that Odell is one of my favorite receivers of all time. I think he has the best hands of all time, so I'm going to have to go with Antonio at 2, even though arguably the best receiver in the league.
Yeah, my number 2 is also Antonio Brown. Yeah, I mean, that's all I can say. He's a great receiver. He's got Big Ben running the helm, Le'Veon Bell in the backfield. That big 3 is just unstoppable.
And then obviously my number 1, I have Odell. An insane player. Why I have him at number 1 is because he's making all these crazy plays, 1,300 yards every year, 10 touchdowns, insane catches every game, with Eli Manning at quarterback, who throws around like 15 interceptions, 20 a year. I think Eli Manning's very bad right now, and Odell making all these plays with him at quarterback, that's why I think special play number 1 for sure.
Okay. And then my number 1 is Julio Jones. You said he's not as big of a playmaker. I would disagree with that. But my main reason for him being number 1 is the height. He's got the height over all those guys, and that today you got a 6'2 plus receiver that helps a ton. And even though Odell can jump high and make insane catches, the height in today's NFL can just... I mean, look at Calvin Johnson. Look what he did. So that's why I'd put Julio number 1.
Yeah, but did you not see Odell's highlights against the Ravens? He made 2 slant routes turned into 2 70-yard touchdowns to win the game.
Yeah, and look what Julio Jones did to the Panthers with 300 yards and 2 touchdowns.
All
right, so that's going to wrap it up. Leave your top 15 list in the comments. Please like the vid and subscribe. This has been All Day Sports Talk. We're out.
Peace.